Just last year, I was 20 years old with literally zero friends online or in real life, and honestly sucked because it felt like I was going to be lonely for the rest of my life. And it all began in high school, where I actually had a lot of friends because that was around the time Fortnite was in its prime. So every day I would go home, and the friends I would talk to at school, I would play with them. I'll hop on PS4 online, or we'll hop into a party and just make funny jokes, roasting each other while playing Fortnite. We weren't honestly that good at Fortnite, but it was just so funny that we would all be in a party just making jokes. And honestly, it was one of the funnest times of my life. It was definitely like, peak dopamine happiness for sure, because we were eating a lot of junk food as well and staying up late. And it was a lot of fun. And then it sort of gets later in that year where it's the final year of high school and we're all about to leave. And near the end of that year, I honestly started to despise them because I would watch, Logan Paul or Mr. Beast, and they were so rich. When my family wasn't poor, I was staying with my dad at the time, and we weren't the richest family, but we were like middle class, so I couldn't get the newest shoes or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. I was still happy, but I just wanted more. I wanted to be rich, live in a great house, and especially I was scared that I would have to get a job or a university degree. And you just start thinking about your life when you're 50. How am I going to afford a house when it's $1 million now? So I had all that running through my mind. And so all my friends who wanted to play video games, I just started to, inside, I would just hate them. And some days I wouldn't even log on to PS4 and I would just read, books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or just The Psychology of Money, and just books to get richer. And eventually we leave high school, and this is when I sort of take action on this goal to start a business. So I literally delete my Instagram, which is where I contacted them. And anytime they would text me, I went off and got a job, or like some warehouse job. It was my first ever job. And they would text me to hang out on like the weekends, and I wouldn't even reply, right? Because these guys were just trying to get me to go out drinking or play video games with them when I had a greater purpose, it felt like, right? To maybe start this YouTube channel, or at the time I was actually trading crypto. So I was fully focused on that. I would even go to my work bathroom and I would trade crypto in the bathroom, sitting on the fucking toilet seat. And my boss would text me because I'd been there for like 30 minutes, tell me to get back to work. And I'm just pursuing this trading career so I can quit, this 9 to 5 job, which wasn't very interesting at the time. And about a year goes past and I finally turned 20, and I'm absolutely destroyed this one night because I'd asked my brother, well, I texted him if he wanted to watch this movie. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was Eternals, Marvel movie or something. And he said he was busy, but I had no one else to text. I'd made, I deleted my Instagram, but I'd made a new one, but I didn't have any of my friends following me or anything. And I had no one in my text messages, and my friends hadn't texted me, in months because I wasn't replying to their texts. And I went on Instagram and clicked on one of my old friends' profile, and I just saw on his story that he was at like a party and he was drinking. And even though, I only wanted business friends who were pursuing businesses and had a crazy good purpose, I was jealous, even if it was degenerate kind of behavior, because I was just so alone. I feel like I needed some company and to talk about my problems and how life is going. And I just thought about this for weeks because I didn't actually know what to do, because I was starting from scratch. I didn't, know what to actually do in that situation. And a few weeks go past where one of my friends actually texts me, and I reply, ask him how he's doing. And we actually chat, and we don't even chat about business at all. We just talk about all the fun memories and video games and just a whole bunch of random shit. And to be completely honest, I actually enjoyed it. And he wasn't actually pursuing any business. I think he was doing like a university degree, but I didn't even care. Even though my guideline and my standard was only starting a business and we're all gonna become entrepreneurs, or you're not my friend, I didn't even care. Because when I look and think about me on my deathbed, right, I don't care if I spend time with friends who weren't the most like ambitious, because I had a lot of fun and made a lot of fun memories talking with them. And I think that's what's so important. So we actually were texting and we actually met up. And fast forward to now, I'm 21 and I have 20 plus new like close friends, and we all talk about business. And some of them don't even have businesses, and sometimes we do just talk about random shit, girls or video games or just random shit and send memes, and I don't even care because it's so much fun and we create great memories, and they're not destroying my life and whatever. And so I just love this new life of, not having to need and make sure every single friend is jacked and has a business and has 100% knowledge about girls or whatever, right? If we can talk about something fun and I enjoy making memories with you, we are going to be friends. I don't care, right? And that's a huge lesson I learned, rather than being this, making sure every friend is basically an Andrew Tate. And so, yeah, it's something I wanted to talk about because it completely changed my life and my happiness, or not even just happiness. The purpose of my life has just gone up by 1,000%. And so, yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, and just something I wanted to share. And if you could subscribe so we can hit 10,000 subscribers, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.